I'm here with Jeff at Fantasy Flight Games, and we're about to play a 2,000 point game, getting ready for the Midwest Massacre.
Yeah, let's do it.
So Jeff, you want to run us through your demons?
You got it. We've got Fate Weaver, who's wholly unpainted, a Lord of Change with a Chaos icon, as well as the Breath of Chaos. 2 Demon Princes, which are equipped exactly the same. Wings, Breath of Chaos, Bolt of Zeech, and of course the Mark of Zeech. 5 Screamers, 9 Nurgle, Plague Bearers, excuse me. 10, kind of, Pink Horrors, ignore the, with a Chaos icon. 10 Pink Horrors, 2 squads of 5 Flamers of Zeech.
Alright, and so my list is pretty similar to what I've been running. We have a Warlord Tyrant and a regular Tyrant. They both have wings and 2 sets of Twin Link Devourers. My Warlord has Enfeeble and Iron Arm, and the non-Warlord has Hemorrhage and Enfeeble. We have 2 Tervagons, both with Catalyst. This one also has Onslaught and Adrenal Glands. We have a squad of 10 Gaunts, a squad of 11 Gaunts, a unit of 2 Carnifex, both with Twin Link Devourers, and 2 Trigons, both with Toxin Sacs. We also have Doom Malantai in a Spore Pod with Psychic Shriek.
Looking forward to round 1.
Yes. Oh, and the mission is the Scouring with 5 objectives, but they're all valued at 3 victory points, table quarters, and kill points all at the same time. And this is the table. So objective, 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 and objective. And I won the roll to go first, and I gave Jeff the first turn. So Jeff, you guys preferred wave. What's going on here?
Well, I did the Crazy Ivan, and so I deep stroke everybody in right here, touching each other. Thanks to the deviation, no mishaps at all. And then I had the Screamers of Zeech move 24 inches in their movement phase. I mean, in the shooting phase, right over here. And we're going to see if we can't do some flyby attacks with some spawn Gaunts next turn.
We have finished turn 1. My army is moved up. This Tervagon can still spawn. This one is out of Gaunts. This Hive Tyrant is now Strength and Toughness 9 from Iron Arm, and along with my non-Warlord Tyrant, they killed 3 of the Screamers. But unfortunately, on Onslaught, I only rolled a 1-inch run on the Carnifex, which was the only roll. If I would have got 2-inch run, I would have been able to shoot and finish off the Screamers, getting first blood, but I did not.
So basically, I got everything to come in except 1 squad of Horrors. I had my Lord of Change over here with the Chaos icon, so everything just kind of dropped where I wanted it to go. I wish I would have been a little bit closer, but I'll live and learn. These guys over here shot and did 1 wound, did not drop them from the sky. These guys dropped and did some wounds over here. We managed to take out the squad of Carnifexes, thank God. We've got a couple of additional wounds over here. Everybody is flying. And then these guys over here decided that, the Screamers decided that discretion was the better part of valor and ran like little girls.
So the Whomping continues. We had this Tyrant fly over here because he only make a 90-degree turn. He took out only 3 of the Horrors. These Gaunts moved back so they cannot be assaulted by those Horrors. We had this Tervagon move back for my 2 reserved Gaunt squads who are now in Synapse range. Doom Malantai came in right where I needed him to be, but he did not do anything thanks to Fate Weaver rerolls. And then Psychic Shriek failed to do anything because of the Nova, you need a 6 to hit in shooting. I was able to, with these Gaunts, down Fate Weaver, and I then charged him with a Trigon and a Tervagon. If I would have been smart, I would have charged in as well this Trigon and Doom Malantai. But instead, I did 7 wounds to Fate Weaver, and he saved them all. And then he soul devoured my Trigon into No-No land. So things are looking pretty grim here, but we'll see what happens. All right, Jeff, we just finished the top of turn 3. What's happening?
Things are going pretty well, I gotta admit. I managed to take out your Trigon with some Flamers and then some Bolts of Zeeches from over here. We managed to take out the pod here with these guys over here. these guys over here are just kind of moving around, trying to hold an objective. And these guys struck in, did a couple of wounds to the Doom of Malentine.
Actually, just one.
Yeah.
He got Feel No Pain from Catalyst last turn, and it saved his butt.
Yeah, it really did. And that's all I really did this turn. The combat was a bunch of whiffs over here, so we're good to go.
Alrighty, see you at the bottom of 3. Well, at the bottom of 3, I got my first kill point as this Turbogon went and took out the Horrors. Doom Malentai actually did 1 wound, which brought him up to 4. He took 1 wound last turn. The Tyrant did some damage to some Flamers. He remained swooping. Over here, I swooped, did a wound to the Demon Prince. My Gaunts shot, downed him, wounded him from their shooting, bringing him down to 1 wound left. They charged in and tried to finish the job, but could not. And the slap fight here continues. I took 1 wound in the Turbogon, so he has 3 wounds. Fate Weaver Rift's 3 wounds. So things are locked up in the middle, but Jeff still has 3 Demon Princes, or 2 Demon Princes and Lord Change, plus Fate Weaver, so things do not look pretty. Jeff, you want to say why there's a Chaos spawn on the table?
Because I actually managed to get Gift of Chaos off, and I managed to turn your Turbogon into a spawn of Chaos. It's just awesome.
And then you charge the spawn of Chaos into Doom Malentai, who died.
Exactly. It was pretty neat. I also managed to delete the squad of Gaunts over here. So we have 2 Flyrants flying around and some Gaunts and a Trigon.
So it is the bottom of turn 4, and I am conceding the game to Jeff. So Jeff, what do you think?
It was a good game. It was really, really tight, right up to the end. I think the turning point was when the Carnifexes went away in round 2. And from there, I was just able to pick you apart, kill off your troops, and do what needed to be done. I think the Flamers are win. I'm not sure I'm going to keep the Screamers around in my list in the future, but I really like the way the Flying Tyrants go, especially with the Nova, the Flying Monstrous Creatures go, especially with the Nova FAQ, which makes them the bouncing ball.
Yeah, well yeah, and being able to zip in there, Vector, Flame template, and just, oh, it's nasty.
And Bolt of Siege. And then, because of the Master of Sorcery, he can fire off 3 attacks per round.
Can you, when you Vector Strike, can you still do all 3?
You can still do all of your normal attacks. It's just the Master of Sorcery allows me to do 1 additional attack.
Alright, well, yeah, and I definitely got to think of some new ideas against the Demon Circus, because the things that typically work for me, such as having Enfeeble on both Tyrants, and having all the strength 6 shooting, does not work against a army like this. So I gotta come up with something before Midwest Massacre. So thank you very much for the game.
Anytime. I'm looking forward to the next one.
All right.
Clean my clock.